I wish good things to you who's watching this. I am Alexey, and we're starting our streamers match on time, seemingly without technical difficulties. And as you see, I'm already expected to join the tournament game. It's not really a tournament, it's just a match, but we had to set up a tournament just so that Board Game Arena allows us to do the proper time controls. So before joining the game, just a quick background. So I'm playing against Raf Misatin, CraftyRaf, who also streams in English. I recommend seeing videos on his Twitch and YouTube channels, the link to which is in the description. His most recent video is live commentary for the Brazilian team championship that currently is going on, and he also was the second place finisher at the National Belgium Championship. I think currently in the top 100 players in Board Game Arena, so it's going to be a tough and interesting match, I assume. All right, yeah, let's just join the tournament game and see what happens. So the format is a best of 5, so whoever gets 3 victories first, they win the match. And the time control is 22.5 minutes per match, so that we have all the time to, make high-level moves and also comment and add them. So Raf is honestly, instead of wishing me luck, wishing to enjoy the games, as it's a good, honest wish, reciprocated. So he gets the starter. The first position, I'm the first one to get the 4 points, but now Rav gets a very good tile, I think, so we have to start a new city over here to have any shot at attacking this, and already, so we already at a disadvantage, which is fine. That's just how we do things. Actually, I forgot if I put a delay or not for this stream. There might be a 1-minute delay. So forgive me if I don't respond to chat messages as promptly. I will see them eventually. Oh yeah, of course I start a new city over here. It's not the best idea to continue this city. I probably want to get a road tile first. Yeah, that's a nice aggressive move, and I'm forced to create a vulnerable square next to myself, well, just because it's kind of important, right, to do this. Okay. Yeah, at the start of the game, you just generally, if there's a 3-point road, you pick the 3-point road. And the move which makes the most points is typically the correct one in the opening. So now I think what Raf should do, he just should add this divider to himself, then point upwards, start a new city, create a vulnerable square next to me. Yeah, all the good stuff. Yeah, and now he does exactly that. Now we have 2 good options, so I am thinking of this. But then also I'm kind of having 2... yeah, then it's not ideal that I'm looking for the same type of tile everywhere. So actually I think what is better is to leave this semi-vulnerable square, because it can only be partially blocked anyway, and to start annoying my opponent here. So what this move does is actually it takes away a lot of tile from my opponent. It takes away regular city caps. It takes away the one remaining tube-shaped extender. Yeah, and so basically my opponent now only needs a city with a road and pretty much nothing else. And then again, also I can think a bit in advance, like how to play while my opponent is thinking. What I think Raf should do is start a 2-point road over here rather than to continue his. That would be the most aggressive move. Okay, this is all right. This is all right, but it has a downside that Well, it looks like sort of he's saving his city, but at the same time, it takes away some tiles. It takes away 2 of those which are still remaining, and it's also make it so that I'm more likely to draw something over here. And as soon as I draw something over here, then I create a vulnerable square. We could block over here, but actually that wouldn't be a good move because there are many moves. For example, if my opponent gets a triangle, then he can put a triangle over here and actually save his city and at the same time attack mine. So the moves I'm considering are this one and this one. Actually, this one's also okay, but I want to be playing efficiently. So this one's not bad. Or this one even. It's not bad. This is also, I think, kind of okay. But then I have to play it somewhere. Okay, so this is our first situation, which is really not obvious. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do this. With the idea being that even though, yeah, my opponent can join the city is not as lucrative anyway, and all I care about is just having more tile options for myself. And by the way, had Raf gone over here, this would have made this move impossible. But also, no, it's a nice preservation over here, I guess. But I think no matter what my opponent does, I'll be finishing off this city with extra 2 points and the more important tempo. It will also give me 1 tile for a complete block. Hi Kirill, hi Vika, hi Elias. Wishing me good victories. Oh, thank you very much. Well, I don't think. Oh, okay. This is good. This actually might make me change my mind, because my opponent now has so many tiles that can go over here. But at the same time, I don't really want to do this because I will be continuing my opponent's road. So I think this is still better. And if my opponent blocks me, then I block him. Yeah, so actually, I'm pretty sure that instead of doing this, instead of putting the curve over here, he'll just go here to sort of save his city better. But that was a really nice find by my opponent. Actually, I overlooked this move. And that was a bit of a downside that this move had, that it had these kind of issues. But at the same time, had I not made this move, then my opponent would have just like stuck in the curve over here and blocked this guy completely. So I think so far we're just doing what we have to do. It's actually it's a good question. So what's best, to save his own city or to attack my own? Yeah, I would have probably done this one, because now there are 3 tiles that fit over here. Now it's a very good question. Do we just ever go here and take the road? I think it's a good idea, because also I don't really have any better moves. This is not really the best move, I think. Well, it's actually, this one's also right. Because I'm making it harder for my opponent to to make a ring road. Actually, this is a really good move. But this I also like, you know, because it just puts me for an advantage in a mini battle. Both moves have merits. Yeah, and then, okay, if I get a road with a city, then I put it here. No, I think this one's like marginally better. And as soon as I say that, my opponent gets like a fantastic tile to equalize my city and continue his ring road. Well, it's fine. Now we get to share Raf's road over here. What I don't like in this position is that there's just so many... Well, whoever gets this monastery first, it will just decide so much. And now I'll be faced with a very interesting decision over here. So, assuming that Raf will just continue his ring road and score these 6 points, which I think they should, I will have 2 nice monastery spots, one over here and one over here. This one has the disadvantage of creating a square for my opponent to capture this city. But then it's not this many points, right? And this one has the disadvantage of, well, having 2 meeples stranded versus 1 meeple. Now, the more that I think about this, I like this second spot a little bit more. Just because I'm probably happy with these 2 guys never getting completed. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what I mean more in detail when I actually make the move. Oh, great. Elias means you'll be able to stick around a little bit more. Okay, now this one we gotta think about really carefully, because we're already at a slight disadvantage. The 6-point road actually turned out to be pretty big. So this is slightly better because I need different kinds of tiles to build up the monastery. But then this doesn't give me any particular advantage. And this is not as good because I need different tiles to go over here. I think I'm still gonna go here because, like, if my opponent gets a tile to finish a city, he'll be faced with a tough decision. You know, maybe we get to burn some of Raf's time because of that. I'm already 3 minutes up on the clock. Maybe because he's doing a better job at, like, explaining his moves more thoroughly. Now, actually, I'm really not sure what my opponent should do here. This move is sort of okay, although it doesn't really accomplish that much. Well, it does take away an evil and so-called evil hamster, so a spot, and a very impactful spot for 9 points. And at the moment, because I'm behind, it benefits me a little bit more. Yeah, so this is a move that I would consider. On the other hand, there's still 4 more roads ends remaining, and then if I get one of them, then I just immediately get 6 points. Another move would be this, just starting a 2-point road, which is really not the worst move. Attacking this city is fine, but it's also saving this city partially. Because then, yeah, what my opponent really wants here is just to get a city tile and equalize the city to cement his opening advantage. Ah, the field. Interesting. Sure. That works. But then again, I'm not in... It's gonna be a good field. That's true. But if anything, I probably prefer this move with a farmer, because it just already has more points on the farm. I have to play this, I think. Actually, yeah, it's a very good move for me. As I take away this 3-point road, and then if my opponent places on this road, like with a curve, then this monastery meeple controls my opponent's road, and then we're good. We're completely fine. What he could do, I think what would be annoying for me, is that he actually goes over here and claims this road like this. And then I have a tough choice between pre-completing my monastery and securing my city. An alternative, what Raf could do here is like try to break my city, which I also wouldn't mind, I guess. Now, probably the way I equalize this is just complete my city, which now makes me think. I could just do this, and I think this is the best move to secure everything over here. I'm not too worried about this spot getting blocked just yet. There is a sufficient number of those. And I want, since black doesn't have a meeple advantage here anymore, I want my opponent to start chasing after this city a little bit. Yeah, exactly. I mean, what does he do? Does he just complete this city? Then I'm probably going to drop a 9-point farmer, I guess. And I'm probably going to be fine. Now again, also thinking about pre-moves. Okay, so what could black do? Black could go up trying to break my monastery, then I immediately defend with a curve. Black could equalize the city, in which case I immediately claim a 9-point field. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Now, I could defend, but it's just not a good idea at all, because whatever my opponent sticks in there will be only partially restricting this thing. So I think the best move is to go here and try and start breaking this road over here. There are only four curves remaining, which is pretty good news. I can't go here, unfortunately, because I don't want my monastery to be completely blocked. Yeah, let's go like this. Yeah. It's this one's a problem. It's one's a big problem. Oof. So I lose the coin flip here. So I guess our idea now is to just keep my opponent without meeples for as long as possible. Yeah, I could also pre-build a city here, I guess, but this is also pre-building another city, and now I have many tiles where I can get one of these. I can finish my monastery and then meeple a city immediately. Now, this is a move that I'm considering. It is a bit risky. Actually, it's quite a bit risky. If my opponents get a city with a road. But then I have to just eventually continue that road anyway, so... I could also pre-build a 3-point road. Just like this one a little bit more. Yeah, and I think now I'm going to save my monastery, I guess, and then... Or I could also even save it like this, and then the idea would be that when I complete my monastery, I meeple the ruin immediately. Ideally, the ruin would be a city, of course. Oh, actually, it's now starting to get a big problem, because my opponent got one of the tiles that I needed really here, and now with any roads, he'll be able to block me to a 50%er, which is really not good. Because again, like, my equalization really depends on completing or at least continuing the city. It's not easy to find a good move for black here, but I think this move is quite painful, but just with their tile restricting me and then having equity for a city splitter. Yeah, that would be quite strong, wouldn't it? And also the problem is there's so many straight lines remaining. And my opponent can use straight lines both for completing the monastery and doing this. Yeah, not gonna lie, it ain't gonna be easy, this one. So I will probably need your support in the shape of likes and subscriptions. That's another one, yeah. It's okay, so we don't need to do this just yet. Yeah, I think this is reasonable. Okay. Please do this. Please don't break my stuff. Don't break my stuff. Yes. Okay. I could meeple this ruin here. I could really do it. Though I could also do this. It would be slightly less vulnerable. And I'm kind of running out of tiles for this stuff. We already start needing some sort of miracle, but okay, so I will still have 2 tiles that fit here, which is maybe not that great. But this does give me better outs, so... Oh no, actually it doesn't. Yeah, because if my opponent blocks me, he still blocks me. Because there's one of each kind. I say, do I meeple the city now? Where did I miss value? Actually, I don't think I miss value anywhere. I use road tiles for defense. I use city tiles for building city. I use a road end to get a meeple back. I guess it's that. Of course, he'll now attack my city, and I won't be able to defend it, but... No, I think this is okay. It's a thing that's worth a lot of points. That I can build, and maybe I won't have to fight for the field. I don't know, maybe I will win some coin flips, like for the city cap over here. Also, one of the things that's... There's a real interesting silver lining in having no meeples, is that if my opponent now draws one of the 4 remaining Doritos with a road like this one, then he'll be disincentivized from making a move that's worth... Oh, yes! Mistake. Okay, this is very, very good. Because obviously this move adds 2 points to my city and makes it more secure. I think the idea here was... Well, the idea here was just to make it impossible to complete the city in one move. So, for example, like, had he placed it 1 square back, which would make it more difficult for me to complete and threaten a complete block, there was still 1 tile in the deck that fit me. Like, if I get a city splitter, then I would get my meeple back, sure. But in the long term, I do think this actually gives me way more saving chances, because now I get to use, like... Yeah, well, I get to save it reasonably well, I think. And now I'm just going to get a meeple back and try to suffer through with 1 meeple. But 1 meeple is not 0 meeples. It's a huge difference. Also, I get one of my opponent's tiles, which is always great. Yeah, and actually, it's not easy. Like, what does Black do here? Does he now try to connect to my city? Well, if so, then I can start blocking it. And also now we should count points. So I'm minus 14, minus 18, minus 17 because of this mini battle over here, minus 23, but plus 11, minus 12. Minus 12. No, let me just finish counting. Minus 12. Then minus 5. Then plus 8. I'm somehow 3 points ahead. That's like ridiculous. Sorry about that. But I'm faced with a difficult decision here. I really don't know what to do. I could either like block one of my opponent's city caps. This would only be a partial block, really. I could make it a bit harder to block my city, and I think this is the move. Okay, so the idea is that if my opponent gets something like a straight line, they would get a city cap. I think gives me a slightly better chance to actually to finish that city after all. Actually, is there a world where you finish this city? Oh man, this is so bad. This is so bad. I guess I kind of have to do this. But then how do I ever get a meeple back? Or I could just say YOLO. And if you want to block me, block me. Let's actually, okay, let's just spend a couple of minutes on actually figuring out the probabilities over here. Because there's a high chance my opponent doesn't get any blocking tile. And if he gets something like a starting tile, then he'll able to only, well, I guess connect over here, but this will be only 50% connection because there's still one divider in play. And many curves have been out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So there's only 3 regular curves remaining. One curve which is with a city, that's 4. And then 3 of that. So that's, yeah, that's a lot of curves. Plus, oh, plus the crossroads. Yeah, it is a lot of tiles indeed. But then, what are my alternatives? That's a big question. I guess I could go here. No, but the thing is, like, what do I expect to do instead? Because, like, if I don't place it here right now, if I take a city cap and then I place it over here, then I'm also subjecting it to a block. So it's kind of a now or never situation. Yeah, I think we just have to do this. Well, unfortunate that, of course, he gets to block here. Now it's not obvious if I should maybe place it over here. It's really not obvious. I think I might have to at some point. Because actually this move gives me like 3 points and gives my opponent 2 points and just gives me a meeple back. So it's really not the worst trade-off. On the other hand, cleaning city caps is important. And also technically I'm ahead, so maybe if I block this guy, I could somehow win. This is bad. We're not gonna do that. This is something I'm seriously considering. No. We can do it later. Like now, for example. Or actually, do we just do this? Because technically I'm still at +3. A bit of a hasty move here, because like there's only 2 regular curves remaining. I don't know. So I think now, actually, I don't want to give my opponent a meeple back. And now it's, I think, even points. Now I think I do this. Oh, there we go! Oh, no, 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 the divider! Oh, of course my opponent's gonna get his meeple back. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Oh, that's so unfortunate. However, I mean, I could also get a meeple back, sort of, kind of, I guess. There's one thing that fits over here. One thing. This is super vulnerable because any roads kills off this guy. I don't know. Did I have any tiles to prevent that? No, I don't think so. I think we just had to endure the coin flip over here. Now this is an annoying move. But what is really better? Well, I guess, I mean, we're gonna draw one of two city caps eventually, right? Yeah, okay, and now I think I'm at -3. I'm not gonna recount, I'm gonna recount later perhaps. So we have to work hard to... No, I'm at -2. Now we're even. Okay, okay. -9, which is not good. Which is not good, okay. We have to go here. Yeah, my opponent will... So he shouldn't finish his row, he should break my meeple, I think. Okay, hope. This is called hope. This is what hope looks like. I mean, I still, I think, is like extremely hard for me to win. I will need to win a coin flip over here, probably. And I can't afford to waste tiles blocking, I just have to hope for the coin flip. There are some scenarios how I complete this city, like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it actually does exist. It does exist. So I think let's just create this threat and see what happens. So first step complete, we get a city cap. Super important. Okay. I think it's a bit of an impatient move. I think a better move was to drop the city cap, because it doesn't actually restrict the city. It only helps me. Like, there's no other tile that I could use that fits here that doesn't have a field. So it's actually saving my city. I mean, technically it's taking away one tile from me, like the triangle, but the triangle doesn't even give me the meeple back. Okay, it does look like a comeback is still technically sort of kind of possible. Oh, but he's gonna share my ruin. That's unfortunate. That's really, really unfortunate. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Miguel saying good luck. Thank you, appreciate that. William Prime is saying, I'm surprised how quiet this stream is. Did you mean like in the sense that of activity in the chat or just me talking? Because I do feel like I've been talking quite a lot. Now, actually, I'll be faced with a very difficult decision with 17 tiles to go, and I will need to think through a few minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so all the curves are out. Actually, I didn't have to recount. I should have remembered this. And then there's a sizable number. Yeah, that's something I was sort of afraid of. I mean, it will cost my opponent meeple, but it's just a lot of points going on over here. Okay, so our candidate moves are starting a block here, starting a block here, sort of blocking something over here. And that's pretty much it. There's one triple city remaining that fits there. So if we were to do something like this and then get a triple city, that would be a complete block. There are... how many triangles? There's one regular triangle. And there are 2 triangles with roads. So there are still 4 tiles that fit here. So actually that's a 25% chance my opponent draws them on his like very next move. Okay, so let's think, shall I just hope for this coin flip, or shall I try and complete a block here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are still straight roads remaining, which is pretty good, I think. And also I have to think, like, what's unacceptable to lose? Is it unacceptable to lose this coin flip that I'm having? Or is it unacceptable to lose the coin flip over here, or this situation over here? It's like, if I'm winning the coin flip, then just fantastic, because I complete my opponent's city and drop a farmer here. Although actually my opponent can do the same. So so I guess if I go here, I'm not like increasing my chances by that much, because if my opponent gets the tile that fits here, and if he can't put it here, he still has another place where he can deploy that with productivity. Yeah, sure, it gives me meeple back, but the 9 field points, the 10 points for the price of 2 meeples at the end of the game, it's pretty good. So I'm sort of now already talking myself into this. But we still should recount the points. So 16, minus 16, minus 18, minus 20, minus 32, minus 34, minus 35. Nope, I have to do it again. Okay. Minus 16, minus 20, minus 22, minus 21 because of the mini battle, minus 23, minus 35, minus 24, minus 12, minus 4, minus 2. Only minus 2. Only minus 2. So actually, if we get this coin flip, we win. Yeah, because like, how do I win elsewhere? I think I have to do this. So my opponent's gonna have 4 points and a meeple back. It's pretty big. It's pretty big. I do have to get. I think I have to do this. Because this stuff I'll be able to do later, maybe. Maybe that was a bit mindless. Yeah, I don't know, maybe like I should have risked harder here. Because what could happen is like black could just go here and drop a farmer, which I really would not want to see. Actually, I should also think how I can get into this 12-point farm, right? I guess I need a triangle. Yeah, I get. I need a triangle and drop a meeple. Yeah, that's pretty simple. 4-4. I think I'm still like minus some ridiculous amount. Oh, quit making good moves. I don't like seeing good moves. That's really like make it so much harder for me to win this. Do we take 2? Oh, do we just take 2 points and then try to like sneak in through here somehow? Also, time trouble. Okay, let's see if you have any advice for me in the chat. No. Well. Do we just go to a meeple? I don't know. I really don't know. Shall we YOLO it here? No, it's a bad. Oh, actually, we'll be able to do it later. Okay, this field has an entry point. That's an important thing to register. So we'll be able to flip it somehow. Okay, I think it's a bit too late to meeple monasteries. So I'm just gonna do this. Then I can meeple the next one if I really, really want to. I think I know my next move. I hope my opponent doesn't drop a farmer here. I really, really hope he doesn't do that. I really hope he like does this. Yes. Okay, good. It's a decent move. It's a decent move. But now sort of increasing my chances over here. I think again it's a bit too late for monasteries. I think I gotta go with the fields. And with the restriction. But unfortunately, I lose. Yeah, not much that I can do here. I kind of have to attack here, right? So what else can I do? 3 tiles that fit. If my opponent gets the first one here, I'm not the favorite to do that, but it's just so many points. Like I have to. What else do I have to do? Okay, so my opponent can only bring me down to 50%, not more than that. And also he doesn't know like which tile exactly I do have. And also me being without meeples disincentivizes him adding more points to his field, which he absolutely should not do here. Like he just should maximize his win percentage. Like, believe it or not, I think a fantastic move would be for him to go here and drop a farmer on a 0-point field to have insurance. Because like this is the only way I get my meeple back. And now I really want to do this because this move will now give me points because I will be giving my opponent 4 points, extra 4 points for this city, but I will be getting 3 points from this area, 2 for the road, 1 for the monastery, and also I will be getting 3 field points. So now this coin flip is basically what our game relies on. Don't do it! Okay, so we know that Raf is not watching our stream, which is good. They're streaming. I mean, it's a good move. It's a good move. But I think like dropping the farmer here would really seal the deal in this game. It does seem that I have some sort of hope. Okay. Check this out. I have outs to finish the big city. I kid you not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, actually, no, I don't. I don't. Oh, it was so close. Yeah, I'm missing 1 city cap. Like 1 city cap. Well. It was worth a try, was it? Okay, so now we're flipping for this thing. The only thing that I can do is just get a point for myself. It's not worth doing anything else, I think. Also because I'm at 1 minute 40 seconds. Yeah, I guess 1 point here is just... Oh, okay, I lose a coin flip. Yeah, I don't think there's like too much what I could have done here. Maybe block this earlier, but then again, like if I don't get this, I don't think I had any chance. Oh, actually, yeah, my opponent has a better move. Instead of finishing this, he just can take this city over here. Yeah, sure, that also works. Well, anyway, that's a bit unfortunate. I was in a hopeless situation, but I think I came kind of close. And actually, I think, yeah, with this tile, I do win the game. But I definitely don't get to complain about the run out of tiles. If they were... Yeah, I guess we just have to go somewhere... Yeah, there aren't any city caps remaining. Okay. Will black lose on time, maybe? No? No lose on time? So close. This huge city was like almost live. Wait, why can't I see? So Raf was starting, which means that I'm supposed to be starting next match. Actually, I think it's gonna be a bit closer than I thought, because like this city had grown pretty big. Wait, what? Oh, I lost by 1 point. Ah, I lost by 1 point. Well, at least it must have been interesting for you. To be honest, I thought I was losing by more, but at the end, I didn't really have. Oh, so was I wrong? Raf is saying maybe not getting my 2 meeples back was a mistake. Possibly, but then it wasn't a great moment. Well, yeah, I'm doing a bit of a analysis in chat, but I think it's possibly was a mistake like not getting the meeples back. Although no, I mean it's a pretty decent investment when I have like 11 versus 2. It's 9 points. It's like a field. Well, but it's just the moment of getting my meeples back maybe wasn't the best necessarily. Alrighty, well. Let's see. How does it work now? Alright, see, so I should be starting first. Yes, exactly. And I'm updating the score. I'm trailing by 1 point. Well. And black gets the city first. And I'm the first to get the monastery, so I don't get to complain about this one at all. Oh yeah, by the way, I think this is definitely an important move to meeple the second road as opposed to continuing my own road, because it's 1 point more and it also creates a square, an attacking square here. It's actually not obvious what I should do. I'm thinking this move is pretty good. This move is okay, but I think this is marginally better. Because it also completes my road, and yeah, it's just a nice thing to have. It pre-completes my road, obviously, but there are just so many curves remaining that these meeples are coming back pretty soon. So I think Raf is deciding between completing this city and starting a new one, which would be like extra greedy. I don't have a problem with greedy. But yeah, but I think this is just best. I wish it was turned the other way. Now it's slightly harder for me to continue working on the monastery here. Do we just start dropping around farmers? Because like everything, wherever I'm thinking of dropping this, farmer. Yeah, I think this is the move. So what I hope is that my opponent spends a tile to start blocking my monastery. But what will happen instead is the correct move is just meepling this city cap. Or actually, oh, there's even a more annoying, well, move that my opponent can do, but like meepling a city here or something. Okay, so yeah, we just should get a meeple back because this situation needs a quick resolution. Please go here, please go here, please go here. Please go here and drop a farmer. I mean, this actually would be a decent move. I'm just saying this only knowing the tile that I got. Vika saying, which move would you do differently if you could take it back in this round? Good question. I'll have to review the game and maybe tell later, but I think, as Raf was saying in the chat, I could possibly get my meeples back a little bit earlier. It just seemed that there was always other stuff to do. By the way, yeah, like meeple disadvantage is not that terrible, you know, because I ended up. Yeah, I ended up having like a 50% chance for the win in the end. I mean, after I got in some fortunate tiles as well. This is a move. And this is a move. Do we drop a farmer? That's the question. I don't think it's right to just say like it doesn't restrict my road far enough. So I will in fact drop a farmer, just to have that sweet tempo. Oh, like this, huh? Okay. But then you block me, I block you. Because I'm... By the way, I'm okay with not starting this city on my field because this field is already potential 9 points, as 9 points is more than enough. But of course, why not get the only remaining starting tile? That sure is helpful. Yeah, that's a good farmer here. That's a really good farmer here. I don't want to restrict my own stuff. I don't want to go 50-50, but I think this passive defense is pretty good. And then I drop another farmer, and then in order to drop a farmer themselves, my opponent needs to go like somewhere here. Yeah, I'm actually quite fortunate that, you know, they didn't draw like a big city tile or something. Now I just need one thing to untangle, one thing. A curve. Because, I mean, I could just go here straight away. Yeah, why is that bad exactly? Why is that bad exactly? I could just go here straight away. Then it's just I have so many green squares, I have 2 meeples, there are no reconnection points. I have a monastery, well, it's a so-so monastery spot. And also this leaves like the 50-50 option live. But then in some scenarios like these 2 squares get blocked and I'm not a huge fan of that. But in here I sort of have to meeple this road, although it's not ideal. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with this. And now I don't know. Now I just don't know. Okay, this is bad. We're not gonna do that. This is not ideal either. This is not ideal either. Because it makes this square vulnerable. Ah, but you know, well, if it's vulnerable, it's vulnerable. Just... what you gonna do? I guess here comes the partial block for 75%, but you know, I'll just have this road here. Yeah, and also I think I have to meeple it here, even though it's quite ugly, because otherwise my opponent meeples it, and it's... although maybe I could be more patient, and then I could re-attack it. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Then we're completely cool with this. Now we don't need to do anything ever with this road. It's 4 points versus 4 points. I think this is a perfectly reasonable move. But now we untangle, and I think I do have the opening advantage because of this monastery. Well, actually, which is now completely dwindling because of this monastery over here, which goes here, or here perhaps. And because this field is really good, I'm having +1 eventually here. Well, once these squares are connected, although it would be very savvy for my opponent to like block himself off over here. Do we ever go here? Which are adding 2 points. No, I don't think we'll go here because there are some scenarios how the city shared. I think I just have to let it be shared. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just go here. Grab a couple of points. And then wait until I can... complete this monastery finally. Le Zuption saying a beautiful first game. Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting. I would have preferred winning by 1 point rather than losing by 1 point, but well, I mean, what can you do? I mean, my opponent was playing strong moves. I could go here, but this is just incomparably better. And also, we don't meeple it here. It just doesn't have any merit really, because if my opponent gets... well, I guess meepling this would be a defense against like a very specific combination of tiles If my opponent gets another one of those, yeah, then he can score here quite profitably, but it just doesn't happen often enough. More often, what does happen is that I get blocked. With this, for example. Okay. So I think our play with this field will be, long-term, to add 1 or 2 city caps somehow, and then block it off completely. So that we can have like a 12, 15 point field scored with just +1 meeple. This move I'm not sure how to play at all. Starting a city's not bad. The one thing is that there's so many of these guys out, I kind of prefer just doing this. And then there are scenarios how we can sneak in this city. Please, please, please finish your city here. But I know my opponent's just gonna, I mean, so this is a mistake that like many, not beginners don't do that, but like intermediate players do. Just finishing the city over here. And then I'll be able to grab a nice road. But I don't think Black is gonna do this over here. I'm pretty sure he's gonna make the best move of finishing his road and starting a new city. Come on, make a mistake, make a mistake. Finish this city. What if the city get blocked? You never know. Nah, you see? No. Why doesn't he want to make mistakes? I think now I do meeple this road and try to like secure some sort of victory in a mini battle there. And also there aren't just other good road moves. I think this would be a strong move if my opponent goes here with a curve. Or just here. Yeah, or just here. Just building up the monastery and trying to create some sort of threats here. But now I'll be building around the city into a shape that's completable without the possibility of my opponent to attack. Yeah, I don't have the advantage anymore actually. Well, it's roughly even. Okay, it's actually it's a savvy move. I mean, it does creates a field connection. The problem with this move is that if I get any road end, such as like triple city with a road, I immediately score 2 points over here and kill off this field connection. But yeah, this is the move over here for sure. Like this one, I'm quite confident about. So now, do you gamble here and continue your city next to a monastery? I'm really not sure. Maybe I'm happy with this mini battle just as it is, with some outside chances of completing the city, but you know, I'm not going to make my game depend on it. And now we have a very annoying move on my next move plans, so this is quite strong, I think, what's going to happen next. And also, I mean, I have to equalize this. I don't want to be losing any more games. I'm not sure what to recommend here for Black. This is not a bad move. Oh, this is a good move. Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just simply. No, actually, no. This wouldn't be a good move because then I can block off his meeple over here. I mean, this would be a good move, like knowing what tile I have, but generally, well, it turned out. To work out well for Black, but it's still yeah. Oh, actually, I think I know what he's thinking. So in some scenarios, this city gets blocked, but when it happens, sometimes this road gets blocked. Now, do we already start shifting our strategy? Because like I could start a new city. But I think this is just a tad more annoying, because I am threatening to finishing the city in just a couple of Just a couple of moves. The problem is my opponent will have a tempo move to attack over here. But then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... Ooh, not many curves remaining. That's a big deal. That's a very big deal. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Okay, 2 curves remaining. So actually there aren't many tiles that fit here. Well, yeah... Monasteries. No. This is good. This is good. This has to be annoying. This is really annoying. Yeah, because now, like, what do? Do you kind of want to start attacking maybe here? But you really just want the 2 points, right? Somewhere. And then I create the threat. And then it starts looking really scary. The thing with these cities is like you really gotta have patience. You just really gotta wait for the right tile, how to build them in such a way. So you see what I did here? I don't know how this is gonna end up, but I'm pretty sure that at the very least what this threat is going to do is going to cost black a couple of awkward moves, maybe a couple of points. So for example, if he doesn't take 2 quick points over here, that's already what this move here accomplished. And if, let's say, my opponent doesn't go here, but it goes here maybe, or... No, here is not good for him. Here, maybe? Just scoring a couple of points. Then suddenly, I create a threat of completing my city in 1 move. Oh yeah, I'm actually quite happy with that. Yeah, my field is restricted, but you know, 9 points is alright. And possibly, like, there will be... So 1, 2... at some later stage in the game, you know, maybe I take a monastery with the road and I expand my field like this. Maybe there are a couple of city caps that awkwardly go over here. Maybe there's one that goes over here, sort of, kind of. How this field can rapidly expand later on. Yeah, so now the threat is a real threat, huh? Now it becomes a real threat. And, well, if you... Yeah, that's a move I didn't want to see. That's a bit unfortunate for us, because a meeple advantage is a meeple advantage. I have 2 open roads that need attending. This is not the best tile to start a city. Now I kind of think that, yeah, I just don't have the advantage anymore. Well, this city looks pretty good in terms of completion, and like, when my opponents attack, I will be always able to defend. There are still 6 tiles that fit here, like, to complete immediately, 2 more to extend. I think this move is decent without a meeple, because even if my opponent connects, then I'll be able to take a straight road and sort of snatch that off. Alrighty! So, my opponent attacks, I defend, and then I have good percentages. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. It will be a good question which way to defend, but sort of this question is already solved. Go over here. Go over here. Actually, to be honest, I do think it's a good move. Like, my opponent has to attack. He has to attack at some point. Moreover, I think he should put a meeple there. I mean, you could always go here and, like, score 6. Yeah, actually, that would also be slightly annoying for me. I mean, any monastery is annoying for me. But also, like, what black should be thinking here is, because there are not so many curves remaining, so I don't have this many defense tiles, and there's still straight roads remaining. And so if I get a straight road, well, yeah, I can't really defend this. And to be honest, like I said that I want black to go here, but actually it's a move that gives him 5 points. I will add 2 more points with this move. So if anything, I don't think, like, me finishing this city is going to be such a big deal. If anything, black has full compensation over here for this city. So it won't be easy to win this game at all. Although maybe I should start counting stuff. No, yeah, I don't think it's time for counting points because they're like many situations that have unresolved, and it's just would be a waste of everybody's time. As we found out, it's even with this time format, it's quite possible to get into time trouble. As you saw in the end, I sort of already like made half intuitive moves without proper calculation, and Raf also had like 7 seconds left. But yeah, it's a real decision over here. Like it's not obvious how to play. I yeah, that's understandable. I think that's exactly what they should do. Now I do this, but even though I'm sort of happy to see this, I get full compensation. By the way, so you can think which way is it better to turn, this way or this way? Either way, there are 4 tiles remaining that fit here, but this way is way better for a couple of reasons. So if I turn it upwards, then I'm leaving a very free city cap next to my opponent, next to my opponent's monastery, which they control and which they benefit from. If I go like this, there's still 4 tiles that fit here, but I'm the one who gets the extra points from the city cap, and the other city cap is away from the monastery when somebody takes it. Actually, there aren't many tiles left to take it, but when somebody takes it, this will create an attacking square next to monastery, perhaps. So there are things to be considered over here. And also, another thing is that this tile, there are still 4 of those remaining. I will need over here, perhaps. If I get a monastery with a road, then I immediately put it over here, and then I have 4 outs to complete this. So this is the correct move for sure. Unfortunately, my opponent is the first one on the city cap. Of course, I start really hoping that he doesn't take these 4 points, that he takes these 4 points instead, but these hopes are futile. I mean, he's gonna take the proper 4 points. And make it hard for me to play a move. Like, there are 2 straight, no, there are 2 crossroads remaining. Ideally, I want to use this as a city tile, right? But maybe not like this. Because there's really not a lot of things that fit here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also, only 2 couple of those. But I mean, it's quite nice to have. This is not ideal because my road is shared. This? Huh. Is that bad? I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's bad at all. It says risky for sure. But actually, if my opponent tries to block me, there's still like... yeah, there's still things that fit here. Is that... no, I just don't think that's bad at all. I really think this is the move. Yes, it's not in my field. It's okay. I also could use this for blocking, but actually I need another tile here for blocking, so... so now we... kind of... now I hope that my opponent doesn't block me here. Even though this would be a mistake, because I have so many defense tiles, like at least 7 that I can count. No, there's more. There's like at least 9. But now that I don't have a defense, I probably don't want them to go here. Oh, by the way, another thing that Black should obviously do at some point is drop a farmer here, like an insurance farmer. Which is why I really hope they don't do that, and I can draw this tile soon. I mean, I have like 97% chance of drawing it eventually. What was it, 97? No, 94. So once every 16 games I don't draw this tile. But if I draw it sooner rather than later, then I get to claim a field. Also, if my opponent drops an insurance farmer somewhere here, then if I get a tube-shape extender, which is really... I hope I get a tube-shape extender instead of a splitter. Then I get to meeple this field on the other side. I found it. I think probably like my opponent's best move is just to go somewhere here, maybe, or here. I mean, blocking me, I guess, is fine, but it's... Okay, good. Well, I just need one tile, to block this off completely. And here, I mean, of course I do something like this, right? It says it... Yeah, I will need to finish it off with city caps. But there's a large number of those remaining. So I don't think I get to complain there. Don't do it to me. There are 4 tiles that fit here. And there are like so many tiles that block this off. Is this a decent move? I think so. It takes away monastery. Well, actually, no. I'm not worried about this monastery spot. This is a move. This is not a good move because that's not how we finish this city. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We finish the city caps either with triangles or with like it just would be very, very inorganic. This is okay, but it's not good because there are again many city caps remaining. So I think the move is something like this. Yeah, the move is this. Ideally with no farmer. It also sets us up for the block. Okay, we get it. It's still not obvious that like it benefits me greatly. Do I meeple field? This is question good. It looks like a very meepleable field, you know. But the thing is, maybe it's not that important because it's just 6 points, and there are like fields on the other side. But the thing that I don't want to do is I don't want my opponent to drop a city cap, meeple this field, get another one. I'll have only one meeple. I do have alts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh man. There are not many. Actually, there are not many ways how I do get my meeple back. I still like doing that. So you see, it doesn't give me a big advantage or anything. If anything, yeah, just because these monasteries are a lot of points, it's a real lot of compensation. Okay, so let's actually count this up. I'm at -4 and -2 meeples. Like, how can this ever be good, right? Okay, I think this move is a bit slow. Do we ever go here? It's a bit greedy, and it also will make it a bit easier for my opponent to attack the city again. But I don't think it's wrong necessarily. I mean, these are decent points. I could also go like here, and actually that would make it a bit harder for my opponent to complete his monastery. And it would also restrict my own field. Okay, let's actually count up the points, and also you're gonna check this chat for advice. Carcassonne players would make the best candidates for mayors. I will complete this long road. My priority is building the city. Yes, very much. We will. Okay. So basically what I'm going to do is count points first, and then see how much I can afford to just drop tiles like this over here. Also, there's such a big number of city caps. I think actually, no, I think this move was good. It's add potentially 4 more points for myself, even though it's sort of awkward building. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Okay. Think. -4. -5. -7. -8. +1. +7. And then going to be a +13. for 2 meeples. I think this... It's double-edged. No, I think actually my opponent still has the advantage. Also, we're flipping for the monastery tile again. I think maybe I would want to block it off somehow, but I don't know how. So I'll go with greed. I'll go with greed. So this one was, how do we put it? This was quite a low probability event for it to happen. Because my opponent, of course, is going to complete a city. Maybe even drop a farmer. And with that, like, almost win, really. Even though, I mean, there were like, oh, there were so many tiles that block this stuff. But yeah, once in a while this is gonna happen. So we do need some sort of a miracle here. The miracle would be winning the coin for the monastery and / or completing the city, and also I have one other devious plan. So this could go here. Yeah, maybe this field was premature. No, it's fine, it's fine. It's a decent field. Now if I go over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah, there's only one curve remaining, which is fine. I have to go here, otherwise I get blocked. And then what I really hope is getting a road end and dropping a farmer, but my opponent probably is going to be the first to drop a farmer. But I don't think I can really afford to drop a farmer here because there's still a monastery tile that I'm waiting for over here. So let's just do this and wait. And also the thing that I'm hoping for is, well, what my opponent just got right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and now he farms this. Or meeples the road. It's like, it's so hard to win now. Oh, it's this farm. It's the other farm. Okay. Okay. So the good news is that this meeple is not coming back anytime soon. The bad news is that I'm massively losing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do have like good equity for finishing this with 2 roads. Even in some scenarios, I put 1 road here first, drop a farmer, then connect with the other road. I might have to go for something crazy like this. This is not blockable just yet, although this is decent. I think I'll be able to block this later. Actually, it's not that easy to complete this monastery now. And what this move does, it gives me a couple of blocking tiles, I guess. But even though like my opponent is just so likely to get a city cap because there's just so many of those remaining. On the other hand, if I do get a road tile, then this meeple will be completely blocked. Well, almost completely blocked. Good wisdom here from Vika. You can't miscalculate the points if you don't count, so that's perfect. So I'm not going to count points just yet. And just do this. Yeah, as I said, it was quite likely to happen. So this move ended up being quite useless. But then the question is like, where else? I think this is the move. There are very few blocking tiles, as you can see. Very few. And even if my opponent gets a curve, then, you know, it's... should be possible for me to block later. Also, there's a bit of a downside that if my opponent gets a monastery, if they wish, they can connect the two fields. But then I'll just probably go into an all-out field battle. Yeah, you know what? In hindsight, this guy is a bit of an impatient of a farmer. No, but then still, my opponent drops it. No. It's fine. It's fine. I don't think like I've made any blatant blunders here, and I think I also made some strong moves. Like I think starting a city here was pretty good. Like I have really massive equity here to complete. There's still two. Well, there's still a few city caps, obviously. And then after my opponent does this, which I really hope they do, then there still will be 4 city caps that fit here, which is perfect. So now I think we just take the 2 points, and also there's 1 tile that fits over here. 2 tiles. Oh, that's amazing. If I get this triple city with the road, I actually get to have both of these meeple back. Yeah, this is the move. This is the obvious move. Okay, do we go for it now? I think we might. So my opponent has a variety of moves. I think he can go over here, which is decent. He can continue his road. He can try block my road, which would be the most annoying move ever. And also if he drops a farmer, that would be quite annoying. But I think I have to do this. I can't afford to be blocked. Also, my opponent's down on time, so let's just actually... doing this. By the way, if I do get the Mars with the road, even though it's my last meeple, I'm putting it here for sure, because I just want to, you know, points. Okay, actually 8 points road, it's not that bad. 12 points for road, these are equal plus 1, so minus 20, minus 19, 9 minus 10, minus 11, 7. I'm only at minus 4. Okay. Now comes risky stuff. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a good move because my opponent has like really good finishing tiles here. So now I'm also flipping for the monastery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's still 2 straight roads remaining. I think we have to stick with our plan. Yep, last meeple, but it's okay. Okay, I lose a coin flip, but so be it. It's a big coin flip. It's a really big coin flip. That's unfortunate. And I think there go my winning chances. But the city be not bad. He can block my road. But if he blocks my road, I have just a 6-point field to myself. So the only thing I don't get this meeple back, which is pretty bad. Oh, but he can also go here, which I don't want to. I really don't want that to happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, maybe we actually take a gamble here and like go somewhere here without a meeple. Sort of doing a semi-block. I really hope that my opponent goes here. Just to block my road. I really hope that happens, and then or maybe just meeples this. Yeah, it's fine. It's a decent move. So we're just gonna take any value we can get. Yes. Oh, it's big. It's such a huge tile for us. Because then we get this guy back. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty big deal indeed. But then, of course, we don't make it into a big field. We make it into 2 small fields. And then, I mean, I'm probably still losing, but actually this gives me a fighting chance. Okay. And we still have 4 minutes, and my opponent doesn't have enough time. Okay, you look at that. Now recounting the points again. -1. So these 2 are equal. These two are equal. Ooh, just like that. Ah, the last meeple on the farmer. Okay, interesting, interesting. I can score just 4 points over here, right? Okay, actually we should really be careful about the tiles that are remaining. So also we know that we got our opponent's last road end. Okay, so spend 2 minutes on tile and points. I think we can win this. We can win this. Also, I will get to spend both of my meeples organically already. -1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So this equals this. This equals this. Yeah, this equals this. I have a 9-point field and a 3-point field. So that's 12. My opponent has 1, 2, 3, 6-point fields. So that's -6 for me. Then this so that's -10. This, oh yeah, oh, it's actually a lot of points that I need to overcome. But I think this is not bad, what I'm about to do, because, okay, so actually that's going to be 4, then 6 over here, if my opponent doesn't block it, and then it's going to be very, very close, but I think this is the play. Yeah, we drop a farmer. We get a bit, quite of an unfortunate tile, because we needed this. Okay. So I did get 4 points, but I'm got 1. So I'm at -7 right now. How do we get 7 points here? So this would give me 4 points. And then where do we get the extra 3? There's 1 straight line remaining, so we can actually kind of hope for that. If I get to meeple that field, what's the other tile remaining? Urgently? Was that weird type of city cap? I think it's that weird type of city cap. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 1 straight line, 1 weird city cap. And so if I go here, my opponent will need to find a really, really difficult move in order to have a tie. But I think this is it. This is it. Although, no, I will be able to connect later, actually, as well. So 3 plus 5. 3 plus 5. That, oh, wait. 3 plus 5. Wait, which direction does it go? Oh, actually, that's a 100% connection. That's 100. No, that's not 100% at all. 3 plus 5 is 8, right? And we need to have 7 points. But then it will be a tie. Okay, so this is 4 points. And then we'll be able to have either 6 points over here, or... like, my opponent will need to find a super, super tricky move. I think he just will not be able to do it. So there's only one scenario. Yeah, so like the move my opponent needs to find is going over here and like making a little loop. But I think he didn't find it. Okay, so he has +2. I think I win by 1 point. Yeah. So my opponent had to win. He had to like go over here, and this would have made it the score tied if I calculated stuff correctly, of course. But okay, this actually could be an endgame problem. Yeah, it gave my opponent 2 points, but it made sure that I'm able to take the 6 point field. And what my opponent had to do is like make a loop and make sure that I cannot put my meeple over here. All right, I think I win by 1 point. All right, I'm not even going to refresh. I hope my calculation was right. I hope my calculation was right. Oh, it's tied. Oh, and I lost. Oh, it's tied. I miscounted 1 point somewhere. Well, I mean, it's still like better technically because yeah, my opponent could have guaranteed the win for themselves rather than the tie. But for the purposes of the match, it does not matter because I started. And because I started, this means that I lose this duel. Yeah, well, maybe I could have like calculated the points better and just gone for some riskier stuff. But I mean, I made 10 points with my last two moves. Like, what else can I do? So actually, I think... No, 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 no. Alrighty, analysis later breaks later. I don't think I actually could have done anything here. At least we got the tie, and also the movement I made gave me a 50-50 chance, because if my opponent doesn't draw this tile that gave him 2 points, then he doesn't make points anywhere, and then I draw this other tile, and as a result of that, yeah. So I don't know. At least I think I'm mounted a comeback, and I had 50% equity at the end, and it was a pretty interesting game. Of course, it means that I now need to win like 3 games in a row, but well, I guess we're gonna make that happen. All right, so 3-minute break. I appreciate everybody's condolences, and I'm gonna see you very soon. Wait, did I come back too late? Maybe the system canceled my match. Okay, let's see. Huh, interesting. Why can't I? Yeah, I think maybe the system threw me out. Okay, how do we do this? I have to update the match score a little bit later. Yeah, I know. First of all, I need to figure out how to play our next game. No, I wasn't sure how to exactly do I find... I thought I wasn't away longer for 3 minutes. Okay. Tournaments I created. In progress. Oh, did it throw me out? No. Well... yeah, it sort of threw me out. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this. I don't think I'll manage to do that, but what am I doing? By the way, here's a tutorial how to create a tournament on Board Game Arena. I don't know. Of course, I have to. Actually, yeah, let's do just that. No, not everyone. Well, I'm assuming it's gonna be more than just one match. Because I'm not planning to lose the next one. 2 in a row is too much. 2 in a row is too much. Wait, how do we do this? Yeah, I think it will. Yeah, it only allows like round numbers. Two Swiss 5 matches. Don't try to prevent the same players to be opponents twice. I guess 5 should be enough for a maximum of 3 games. Maybe this will be time to analyze the endgame a little bit of the previous one. Maybe you can memorize the link real quick and join the tournament instead of Raf. Oh, wait, I didn't put a starting time. Yeah, I'll just change it. Starts today. Yes, in 3 minutes. All right, let's see if they're saying anything. Oh, yeah. Guess you gotta update the score. So now I have to really try hard for 2 reasons. So first of all, if I lose, then the match stops. Oh no, I mean, if I lose now, then I lose the match. Which would be only half the problem, but then this means that the match stops and we don't get any more Carcassonne. So if anything, you have to root for me for the next 2 games, just so that we have a true best of 5 and a decider in the 5th one. Yeah, so there's a bit of a problem that you, in order to like play these best of 5s, you have to make some manipulations. All right, starting in 1 minute. Now think about that last game. I don't know. I don't think there's really. Now that I look back of it, I don't think there were too many moves that I could have done. Maybe like the field meeple was marginal. I thought I managed to like start a new city with a shielded tile in a pretty strong place that got me back in the game. What else? What else? Yeah, I don't know. Well, anyway, if you have any suggestions about like any questions about any of the moves that I made, then please let me know. Either in the live chat or if you're watching this after in the comments, because I read them. All right, go 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 go. Wait, what? Huh? Why did it not work? Did we... Why did it throw this out? Okay. Interesting. Okay, I'll just have to create a new one, I guess. For 5 minutes from now or so. That's strange. Maybe, did I not register or did Raf not register? Okay, let's just try again. Create a tournament. Okay, let's, I don't know, maybe that's the... Maybe they don't like repeating titles? That's what I needed to change. Because I didn't change the number of minimum players. Yep, that's what you do for a hasting. Okay. Single, no, Swiss system, of course. 45 minutes real time. Don't try to prevent. Now we can create. Now we can open the tournament. Now we can register. And now we can get the link, and you can memorize the link if you want. So if any of you know anybody who's working on BGA, or have an idea how else to infiltrate Board Game Arena, see if we can convince them to make a way to organize set matches, like without having all these loop arounds in tournaments. Yeah, the start time was wrong, Darkbucker, but I did change it eventually, I think. Or maybe did I change it again? I don't know. This one does seem to be alright. 2 players here. Well, anyway. Let me just look at this. 5 matches, number of playing match, 2. 2 out of 2 players. Starts in 1 minute. Yeah, I think we're good. Will it let us start? In 0 minutes. Also, I think the problem that's going to happen here, if we collectively abandon the... Okay, now we need to really hope that I'm not the starting player. Phew, yes. Alrighty. Here or here, what's the correct move? Actually, why do I not know this? I think here is best. Yeah, it's like it's a good move because like it forces my opponent in a slightly suboptimal position from having 1 attacking points versus 2 attacking points. This is an automatic move. You gotta try to attempt that block, whether it works or not. And we start the game at -8, and well, it's gonna be another grueling hard game. Please meeple the road. Please meeple the road. Well, that's unfortunate. And the reason I was saying please meeple the road is because like this would have benefited me so much. Ah, but not like that. Okay. Yeah, and I have to go here because like if my opponent puts something here, I will be able to immediately defend. If my opponent blocks like this, I'll be able to block us both. So I think this is the move, but it's already so hard. So I don't have a tile to defend. And this move is quite useless because it's only slowing down the inevitable. So I think I have to go here. Yeah. Oh, and play with a down 16 points and a meeple. So if you really want to witness a comeback, then how to make this happen? Like results oriented, yeah, you could think that maybe it was a good idea to make this passive defense, but it's not really much of a defense because I need the curve, and yeah, I would be taking like many of opponents' attacking tiles, but I would be taking many more of opponent's defensive tiles here. All right. So now we have to work really, really, really hard here. How do you do? Oh, maybe this. Maybe at least we can block us both. Yeah. How about that? How about that? Okay, okay, okay. So then we'll be down just the 16 points, not the meeples. And now we have to like find a way how to play really, really efficiently here. I think it's this. That'll be funny if I get a second meeple block here. Which is not impossible, which is like not impossible at all. So sometimes this guy gets blocks. At least it's going to be against this guy, but you know. Oh, and now we'll need to score like extremely aggressively. Which is a bit of a paradox, is like when your meeple's down, you have to risk even more meeples just to so that you can catch up back on these points. So one thing that I'm hoping here is that I can grab these roads and then finish one of these cities. Actually, what will my opponent do? I don't know. Do I know? I don't. What should he do? Also, I don't. I absolutely don't. I'm also thinking of this is a candidate move. This is not so great, but I think still the best move is this, and then like grab another road and another road. I just have to be. I just have to work so hard. Okay, now this is different. So now I have to. Yeah, like, so see, this is the kind of moves that that could just get me back into the game, because I don't think that's how it works. Yes, now my opponent does have the 50% chance over here, and by the way, if I don't play it over here, then my opponent can block us both together. Yeah, sure, we can share this. That's okay. I mean, no, if anything, it was kind of suboptimal, right? Because, of course, I would have wanted to start a new city over here, then go over here. And then probably Raf will need to re-attack the city, and now I don't know what... This move's not bad. Because this tile's pretty well hidden. If my opponent attacks this square, then he's also attacking this square at the same time. There are 5 tiles that fit in this place. I think this is reasonable. Oh, okay. Pre-building a 3-point road instead of a 2-point road for his future crossroads. Ooh, do we do this ever? We're kind of just 1 tile away from the loop. But if we do like this, there's so many tiles where we get blocked harder. We could go this as well, preparing a monastery spot. But then also there's a connection to the road. Okay, I think this one's marginally better. Okay. One of the reasons I'm thinking this is because there are already a few roads out. I'm preparing a monastery spot. If I get a monastery with the road, I'm right back in the game. Monastery with the road, 4-point road over here. And already I think now it's good to not to think for too long, because it's good to accumulate a time advantage, because you see, like, there's such complex calculation that will need to be had in the endgame. Probably like I will need to hope for some 50%er for a field connection or something like this. Okay, so this obviously goes here. This city is secure. Was secure. Of course, one of my tiles goes away, but that's fine. I need to do so much hoping. So much hoping. So now the move that I'm pre-playing is like super risky, but we'll see. So what my opponent should do is like start a city over here and put pressure on this point. What I'm thinking of is starting a road over here, hoping to loop around like this. All I gotta do is get a straight line, curve, and then I hope to get a meeple back before I get a monastery tile. This is good. This is very good, because I mean, well, I don't know. It's sort of, yeah, it puts pressure over here. Indeed, that's true. But it's still a city cap. 1, 2, 3. No, I feel I have to go like this super aggressive way. Nowhere near as sure if it's correct or not. In some scenarios, this meeple gets blocked, which is very unfortunate, because I think black could go and try to attack this, but then because this tile is already out, I could hope for some big tiles and then try to block 2 versus 1. Then would be right back up there with the meeple advantage. Okay, this is all right. I think now we need to do something like this. Yes, leaving free stuff. Oh man, it is a bit unfortunate indeed that we got this thing here. Yeah, maybe just continuing the road was fine. Yeah, now I will be losing a lot of value. Well, at least what we can do is just start blocking this. This, I think, yeah, eventually we're going to do something like this, but I think it's just adding too many points to my opponent. I don't know, maybe this last meeple was like a little bit too desperate. But then again, like there were so few tiles remaining of a city with a road. So it does seem justified. And now I have to like, find moves with some really, really marginal value. Yeah, now comes the 4-pointer. Do I go here ever? No, that's just not good. I think we need something like this, and then just get a mini battle or something. We will urgently need some sort of crossroads. Also, it's a bit problematic that actually I can't block this spot before I solve this problem. To be honest, I really hope that he does this. Sort of blocks me to a 50%. Because then it's not 100%, and there's a 100% block available. Like if he gets one of the few remaining city tiles with a road, then he gets to go here, and then this meeple is completely trapped. But if he blocked me to a 50%, so to a quadruple crossroads. And this means that we're both flipping for the same tile, which like benefits the losing side. I could go here, but I think much better move would still to go here. Because there are some scenarios where actually my opponent does connect here, and then I sort of take meeple back, then snatch off this city, and then somehow win that way. Alrighty. That's unfortunate. My opponent does not make a mistake. It's very unfortunate. And now they're probably going to go after this road even further. Yep. So now I get a meeple back indeed, but I don't get value for the points here, which is a bit of a problem. I lose another coin flip, which is also a problem. Yeah, I think this was my game right here. Before, right, there were chances. No, we're going to still keep fighting, of course. Now, of course, I have to save this guy, because there's still one crossroads remaining, and I have to hope exactly for that. It's a good question, actually. What could I do? Maybe wood on time? That's one of the ways. So I think I have to go here just to free up my meeple a little bit. Yeah, now there will be this very strong move. Actually, not sure how strong it is. Maybe I'm fine with this. Maybe I'm fine with this, actually. Because the idea, if my opponent goes here and then meeples this, there are some scenarios how we turn this into a huge ruin and this hole remains empty. Oh, maybe I should do this, actually. Yeah. Okay. So now we can't really work here well enough. So we'll leave this alone and then just hope that we can gain the majority here. Technically, we would be the favorite to do that. There's still a splitter that goes here. If we get this tile, then we just win some sort of mini battle. I think if we somehow if we try to block these guys, maybe that would be our way back in the game. Okay, so we'll lose another coin flip. Because I need this tile over here, but it's fine because we win another coin flip. And now it's a very good question whether I can even afford to meeple this. And I think now I actually can. So I have to go here and then just hope that I'm going to be the first to draw this. All right. Well, didn't quite work. But the thing is, like, it's a predicament, right? Because if I go here without a meeple, well, then with a meeple, then my opponent just blocks me. If I go without a meeple, then I'm sort of I'm more likely to lose this battle over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, not many tiles that fit here. So I think our way is just like to pre-build stuff and then just hope to draw some good tiles. Okay, so that's one of them. I think my opponent should take 2 points over here. Then I get 2 points over here, and maybe I can somehow block his monastery and then get this city cap, then win this stuff over here. Even though I'm doing very, very poorly, I think even this position has a non-zero chance. I think I have a 3 to 5% chance to win this game. Yeah, I know. Maybe I guess like the last meeple was just a little bit too much. It was probably not enough points to justify what I was doing. Yeah, I think that's sort of the same mistake that I made when I was playing. Against. Yeah, so unfortunately we lost both city caps here, which happens around 20% of the time. But I think we just need to like create way more coin flips. So how about we just create an evil hamster? We could also start some blocks here, maybe? Maybe that would be a way to get back into this. How about this play? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think we just need to like go for pre-build empty stuff. Yeah, this city cap nicely goes here. I think that's where at least I think it should go. Well, I mean, actually it should go here, but that's what I'm hoping for, but it's not gonna happen anytime soon. I am also thinking of ways back into this. 5, 4 plus 1, so I'm at minus 30. But then this guy needs to come back quite soon. There's still 4 tiles remaining that fit here, and if I get this back soon, then actually, like, having 2 meeples and having 1 meeple is such a huge difference. That okay, well, we just have to sort of restrict the city a little bit, and then we can probably leave this alone. Like, if my opponent gets a city cap, I'll have a blocking tile. If my opponents put the caps here, I have another blocking tile. So this move's quite obvious. No, this one's a really good move because it's well, pre-builds a monastery here, and also there's not so much that I could do with this tile. I could go over here, I guess, but it's only slightly restricts my opponent. I think this is slightly better because then I can restrict my opponent to a 50-50, and then I just hope to get that 50-50. So we win the first coin flip. I think Raf is just going to score a couple of points. Now we will go over here, and now we will need a city cap ASAP so that we can drop a farmer. Okay, oh, actually, it's a good question. What's better, 4 points over here? Like, but 4 points for sure. Or, like, potentially 9 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm starting to feel like just 4 points are not going to cut it, right? Because I'm just so far behind. Just like so far behind. So I think I need to go here, hope for one thing, then another thing, then a third thing, and then that there's a big field, and then I take that field. Okay, so it's sort of works. Now I take this, and now the plan will be to drop a farmer on my next move if I can. Okay, so we're in there now. Not quite what I need. I think Raf should just like drop a 15-point farmer and not care about meeples. Because I really needed this guy back. And also one of the reasons I used this as a monastery but not at this tile. Yeah, here comes the farmer, I think. So of course I will have to connect to this farm. But how? Maybe through here, maybe through here. Do I do it just right now? Probably not. This I don't think will be a very good move because I'll be giving my opponent a meeple back. I have to be hoping for miracles and miracles. Actually, this one maybe is not such a bad idea. Wait, or 1, 2, 3. I guess this move has a bit of equity in it. One, two, three. So let's say if the plan is what could my opponent get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there are 2 straight roads. Actually, let's just get all the 9 tiles. There are 2 straight roads. I think there's only 1 curve remaining, which I desperately need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 1 curve remaining. And then they are... Oh, actually, it's so hard here to finish. So 1 curve, then 3 city caps, which I kind of hope to get all of them. Or no, or 2 city caps. I think that's still 3 city caps, regulars. So that already gives us 5 tiles. Then, is there a starting tile remaining? I think there is one still. 1, 2, 3. So 1 starting tile, that's 6 tiles. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 6. 2 triple city tiles. Okay, so 2 triple cities, 3 city caps, 1 starting tile. 1 curve. Wait, what am I doing? Again, I'm just gonna say it again. So 0 triangles of any kind. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 triple cities. 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, are there 9 curves? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 9 curves. Oh, this is so bad. There is nothing that fits here, I think. Oh no, there is. There's a curve with a city cap. That's like my ultimate hope. Huh. Okay, so curve with a city cap. I think I have to do this because my opponent still has equity to like finish this city. Yeah, there was a tile that fit here. Okay, this is good because now actually this is saved, and also there's another field connection. So I guess no meeple. Okay. How do I do this? Is there a way how I can win this field outright? That would be amazing. So my opponent should just like go over here and score points. Okay, so no curves of any kind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, no curves of any kind. 2 straight lines, which is I think my ultimate hope for connection. Still 2 city caps, which I guess like would be my second hope for connection. And I have to draw all of them, which puts I guess like my chances at 10%, but it's not 0. It's not 0, okay? And then like even if I win this field outright, I'm not sure if that will be enough. Well, I guess if I win this field outright, it should be enough. Yeah, that was a good move. Okay. I have 3 tiles to play. There's still 2 more city caps left. So this will be unblockable eventually. Yeah, because the thing, there might be just not enough time. So let's say if I score 4 points here. Like what I'm hoping is like if my opponent gets a straight line or something that he is not able to block, then I get a straight line, then I join. Also over here, I think my opponent will have like only 1 blocking tile. And let's say if he gets that, then I connect. Then I get that. Okay, so I think I have actually a path to victory. It's very, very slim, but basically the scenario goes like this. I place a meeple over here. My opponent, oh no, if my opponent gets a city cap, then he just like finishes his monastery. And if my opponent gets a straight line, well then that's sort of what I'm hoping for, right? Then I use another tile here. No. Then I use this triple city tile to drop a second farmer. Then my opponent draws another straight line. Then I score like 4 points and I get 2 farmers in. I think that's my path to victory. I mean, obviously it's like very, very slim chance, but it's not 0 again. Okay, so now we're hoping, let's just see if I have anything of higher probability, because like I can think for 5 minutes here if I want. And in all likelihood, it's the last game. But it's nice to keep fighting to at least get some non-zero equity. Yeah, because we go here, our opponent gets a straight line. We get this triple city. We drop another farmer over here. If my opponent correctly identifies this spot, and then we connect through here. I think this is the play. Well, I think it's actually still live, but it's just not exactly what I wanted, right? My opponent really had to get the straight roads because now he's going to get a meeple back. By the way, so I think actually no matter what, I will be able to like drop a second farmer, hoping for my 33% or whatever. But that meeple might end up making a difference. Yeah, so let's see. See, the problem here is that my opponent gets this, then I put this guy over here, and then the move which Raf will need to find to ensure his victory is actually quite tricky to find. He will need to drop another farmer over here with a straight line. Okay, so let's just double check. Yeah, so I think like he will be able to guarantee himself the victory. So we're just hoping that he doesn't know that. That's all we're hoping for. Actually, I think, man, like had he drawn a straight line here for 5-6, then I think this really like was my chance. Let's just double check again. So was I right about the tiles or not? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, there is 1 regular city cap remaining unless incomplete is hallucinating. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay, it doesn't matter. Like there's a straight line and there's a starting tile. All right, so well, we have to do this. Well, we don't get our 33%, but it was such a beautiful idea. So let's see. The correct move that black has to play here is to go over here and drop a farmer. Like, that's the only way, because he can't know that I have this. Oh, that's too risky. That's too risky. Yeah. So it's actually Raf has the starting tile, because the thing what this move would do is that it would ensure that black joins on the field. Because now let's see. So now with my last move, I'm going to make 0 points, and black is going to make 3 points. But what could have, yeah, so what could have happened instead, if I had, so like, if I get the city cap after this outcome, I get 1, 2, so I get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18 points for joining this meeple, and 15 points for joining the other meeple, because the other meeple already has a 3 points over here. So this means that on my last move, had I gotten the tile, I would have gotten 33 more points than I actually have. I think 33 may be not enough, but let's see. So let's see. If we lose by minus 33 or less, I didn't bother counting the points. This means that I actually managed to have the 33% chance of coming back. Let's see. So my opponent has a, yeah, we can't really deny our opponent's scoring opportunity, so we're just gonna go here. Because I think we're roughly equal on the ruins. It would be 67. To be honest, no, I think I had the 33% equity here, and the comeback almost worked. Well, it would have been much more spectacular had I actually gotten the tile. Oh man. So let's see. Is it minus 33 or more? Oh, okay. So it is after all minus 42, which means which means that I didn't have a winning chance there. Well, I mean, at least there are 2 lessons that we can learn from this. First of all, is like when you're in a very heavy position, don't give up, but try to things that really give you a lot of points. And then the other thing that you can learn is maybe like don't go a bit too crazy when you're after when you have a severe disadvantage in the opening, because I do think that this move probably was a mistake in hindsight. That was like extra risky, and this just like wasn't too many points in order to have the risk. And probably if I had like a bit of a cooler head, then so yeah, what I was going to say. Oh yeah. So then maybe like just try to think a little bit more before every move. So let's see what else could have been a mistake. I lost the meeple here, but I don't think that was a mistake at all. Like I didn't passively defend this square. Oh no, not passively defend. I didn't indirectly defend the square when I had an opportunity, and then I got this tile which fitted here. It was too late, but it wouldn't have been mathematically correct in any case. I believe. I guess this monastery here was necessary because I had to create a big field to make sure that I get it back. What else? So yeah, 2 lessons really, but at least I hope it was interesting for you to try and see these comeback opportunities. Turned out that we were sort of in comeback mode, like for all 3 games. And in all 3 games, I think I ended up short with meeples, which is something to think about. But yeah, it was a lot to learn, and hopefully it deserves your subscription. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you soon.